Greetings from St. Carol's School of Nursing. My name is Dr. Caroline Akim. I am presenting Human Resource program that is on the curriculum of St. Carol's School of Nursing. And we are a private nursing university in Accra. We offer degree in registered general nursing, and we accept WASI graduates with A1 to C6 in general science, general arts, or home economics. If you have defects in your qualification, you can still call us and we'll be happy to be of assistance. Thank you for choosing to listen into St. Carol's School of Nursing. Today we are looking at HRM, Human Resource Management. And this course examines the nature and scope of human resource management, evaluation and human resource theory to talent or player resource management. We are looking at HR as capital, human resource as capital. We are looking at functions of the human resource office, staffing, hospital administration, productivity, time management, and communication. The course objective is this: explain and apply the basic concepts of principles of management and administration and discuss various management styles. Then we draw and label the organizational chart. The MOH, which is the Ministry of Health, the Nursing and Midwifery Council, St. Carol School of Nursing, and individual nurses where they fit into the scheme of things. We are looking at how we organize human, material, and financial resources and utilize them for effective and efficient attainment of organizational goals. We demonstrate leadership and supervisory skills in our day-to-day work. So we want to do an introduction, the course content, the entire course content, introduction to human resource management. Then we will do principles of management, administration, and organizational structures, formal and informal. How we plan, we organize, we direct, we control, we monitor, we evaluate everything that the organization stands for. Organizational structures, the formal and informal structures. We'll look at St. Carol, we'll look at the Ministry of Health, we'll look at the Ghana Health Service, and the Nursing and Midwifery Council. We would also look at leadership and leadership styles, qualities of an effective leader. This is a continuation from what you did in semester 1 under Christian Living. The contents of this program are communication and organization. We are looking at styles, oral communication. We are looking at nonverbal communication, sign language, body language, barriers to communication, wise words, eyes contact, comforting touch, alternatives, and attentive listening, 7 feet, and we are looking at empathetic care. We'll be looking at management of resources, managing equipment and supplies, types of equipment and supplies, requisitioning, storing, issuing, controlling, maintaining of equipment. That is supply chain management stuff. At the 7th level, we'll be looking at human resources, organizing staff activity, supervision and performance of staff appraisal. We'll be looking at staff development and motivation. We'll be looking at policies of the Ministry of Health and the health institutions. Example, mental health and labor. We'll be looking at managing finances, budgeting, and we'll be looking at financial administration, basic accounting, and bookkeeping. Then we'll look at office management, records keeping, filing systems, correspondence, memos, letter report writing. And then we'll look at report writing, we'll look specifically at case study writing. Then we'll look at management of a unit, ward space and provision of safety and comfort for patients and staff. Then time management and effective use of time. We'll be looking at administrative problems, problem solving and conflict resolution. We'll be looking at relationship marketing and entrepreneurship. And then we'll be looking at interpersonal relationship and team dynamics, factors promoting and hindering effective teamwork. Health insurance, it has come to stay with us. We'll look at what its modus operandi is, types and challenges. At financial planning management, how to start up a business, the financials that you have to be looking at, the sources of finance. We'll look at gaps in your finance, we look at investments, we look at networking and negotiations. So let's roll into the human resource, and we are looking today at Introduction to HRM, Human Resource Management. We want to talk about you, know thyself. We want to talk about understanding human resource management. We want to look at understanding the human resource roles and policy, external factors that impact on HRM, and internal factors as well. We'll be looking at how we evaluate HRM as a profession. So myself, I, me, and myself. Who are you? What is your name? What does it mean to you? Why are you here in this time in history? Your happiness, what makes you happy? What do you think success is? How have you defined it? Your life, you are here to live, love, learn, leave a legacy. And your ultimate goal of goals. What is your ultimate goal of goals? My ultimate goal of goals is to be needed, is to be happy, is to be rich. All these are goals. So who are you? When they ask who are you, it's everything about you. Your name. What are your fears? What are your anxieties? What are your challenges? What are you greatly afraid of? Because Job said, what I greatly feared has come upon me. What are you afraid of? Who are you? Your person, your career, your family. Where do you come from? Your likes, your dislikes, your soul, that's your will, your intellect, your emotion, your spirit, your faith, your values, your perceptions, and your behavior and attitudes. What are your hobbies? What do you love to do and you don't even know the time is passing? What is your interest? Who are you? What makes you happy? What makes you nervous? What makes you unhappy? What drives you? What motivates you? What are you insecure about? What are your dreams? What are your expectations? Who is your role model? You need to answer these questions for yourself. You need to answer it honestly. You need to answer it with all the freedom. Who is your role model? You need to look up to somebody that you want to be like. There are many of us who have decided that the rich are a certain species. They are human beings, they are flesh and blood like you and I. And so when you begin to see the rich as one of us, not as a special species, not as a special personalities, but as people who have been with us, people who have come to be among us and have risen to the high heights of respect and personal financial wealth, you will see that this is a life of a curve that moves up like that. A curve that moves up like that. So you can be like Bill Gates. You want to be like Warren Buffett. You want to be like Otumfuo Asantehene. You want to be like somebody that has really excelled and has done that honestly, and their life challenges you. You want to be like Tiger Woods. You want to be like Serena Williams. You want to be like me. And that is a role model. Somebody who has excelled and has done something that you admire and you want to be like. So you would move from where you are on this low level and rise up to be like that person. And that is why you need a role model. That is why you need to have a role model. Your role model can be yourself. You want to be the very best of who you are. It can be yourself. But if you begin to think about the rich as a different species, then you put yourself on one hill here, and the rich is on a mountain there, and there is a valley between the two of you. So you don't aspire to move from where you are and go gradually across that creek to where that rich person is. You need to have a role model, and you need to respect the rich. It is not every rich person that is corrupt. It's not every rich person that has been a thief, that has been into certain positions that have afforded them, that they have cheated, they have lied, or they have stolen. It's not everybody. So you can still have role models and work your way up, work your dreams up to become more and more like them. Our ultimate goal of goals is to be happy, is to be rich, is to be able to afford the bare necessities of life. not scrape through life, not be overly anxious every step of the way, but to be appreciated, to be needed, to feel important. So there are steps to happiness. There are steps to happiness. The step number 1 is to take charge or take control of your happiness. No one can make you happy. Oh, but that lady makes me happy. Oh, but that man makes me happy. You have decided that the person's presence makes you happy. It is a decision that you have taken, sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously. No one can make you happy. Not your spouse, not your kids, not a big house, not money. Happiness is independent of everything else. It emanates from yourself, from the inner man, and a decision, a conscious choice to be happy. So take responsibility for the joy and peace inside your heart always, so that nobody can come and disrupt it and disturb it and push you to suicidal levels. Take control of your happiness. Take 100% responsibility for every department of your life. Yes, it didn't work out. Why? It was my fault. I did not respond ably to it. So, your partner cheated. So, your partner mistreated you. What happened? When he was cheating, you got angry, you were fighting him all the time. On the flip side, wherever he gets to the person he was cheating with, he was received with loving arms, he was received with kindness, he was made to feel important, he was made to feel needed. So it was your fault that he left. Your life is yours to live. Your life is your business. No one can lead it for you. No one owes you a living. No one is under a legal obligation to be of help to you. Any help you get is only a moral obligation from the giver. It's only a moral one. Take responsibility for your happiness. Now challenge your story, your perception about life, how you see life. Change the way you talk to yourself. Change the way the things you say about who you are. Why? Because you are listening. What happened to you has happened to you. Yes. How you were raised, you've been raised. The past is gone. Change the story. Plan ahead. Be focused and forward-looking. Look at what is ahead. Stop telling yourself what is in it for me and start asking, how can I better this? Stop saying, I cannot afford it, to how can I afford it? Stop saying, I cannot do it, to how can I do it? And these things, as soon as you put the question mark there, how can I do it? How can I afford it? How can I better this? Your subconscious mind, your body systems all begin to generate options. Because it's just like to tell that general between the two ears of yours, what can I do about this? How can I afford this? How can I do this? It starts generating options. And you can look at the options and create the next impossible thing. You would fail. You would not succeed. But give people the chance to laugh at you for not succeeding. Give people the chance to mock at you. And sometimes you've got to sit down and laugh at yourself for dreaming that big. Then thereafter, you ask, how can I afford it? How can I do this? How can I proceed? That way, you would turn out to be successful. Don't be adverse to risk. It is too risky not to take a risk. Take a risk. Take risks, but take calculated risks. Because success is a journey. Success is not a destination. Enjoy each step of the journey. Success is not a destination. So you have targets. Enjoy daily triumphs. Celebrate God's goodness in whatever endeavor you are in. Don't wait until you finish school. Don't wait until you get married. Don't wait until you get kids. Oh, I'll be happy and have a big car or a big house or I'm promoted. If you don't value yourself, nobody will. If you are not happy with yourself, nobody can make you happy. Be content. Yes, I want to get from here to 3,000 miles away in England. I am here in Ghana. I'm not going to stress because I'm not yet in England. I am going to be happy. I'm going to enjoy my stay here in Ghana. One day, I'll get there. Until I get there, this is what I have. I am happy for it. I enjoy it. Yes, enjoy every step of the journey. Now make relationships count. Make relationships count. Everything is about relationships. Your primary relationship is with God. Your relationship with God. If you know God is in charge and you are in his side, you can talk to the boss. God is the boss. God has the whole world in his hands and he has control. So enjoy your relationship with yourself. You are next. You are the only person that remains with you till the very end. Enjoy your relationship with yourself. Enjoy your own company. Believe you me, you can be very lonely in a crowd. You can be very lonely in a crowd. So enjoy your own company. Your relationship with God, your relationship with your spouse, your relationship with your children, your relationship with your business, your relationship with your studies, your relationship with your finances, your relationship with your health, your relationship with your career, your relationship with your household. Enjoy them. Enjoy those relationships. Enjoy that company. Your relationship with your finances, your relationship with your goings, the relationship with the work of your hands, the relationship with your comings, the relationship with your friends. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Make those relationships count. Now, balance work with play. Work hard and play hard. Be multifaceted. Your academics, sports, arts are all important. Don't be a work freak. Don't carry all your eggs in one basket. There should be the fun side. You should share jokes. You should share laughter. Be fun to be around with. Stop complaining and whining and always being a wet blanket. Enjoy life. Discipline when necessary. And play and be fun to be with. Life is short. Life is short. It passes so quickly. Now, what you leave inside your dependents, your friends, your children, what you leave inside them, the world without, is what help them make it in life. Whatever you leave in your children may be squandered. Whatever you leave for your children will be squandered if there is nothing inside them. So whatever you leave for them, houses, material wealth, whatever, could be squandered. They must learn to earn more than they spend. Do not prepare the road for the children. Prepare them for the road so that when you are not there, they'll be able to still get on. Live peacefully with everyone. Be a peaceful person. Be a peace-loving person. Live peacefully with people. It doesn't matter if you walk away. When you think you are right, keep quiet. Walk away. Stop complaining. Some of us like and love to complain. We love to be pitied. We love the whole world to see us as victims. We are always playing victims. Stop complaining. Stop explaining. Stop whining. Some people have everybody to blame. Everybody to blame. They blame the weather. They blame God. They blame the devil. They blame circumstances and situations. They blame everything and everybody except themselves. Please see whether you are part of the solution or part of the problem. Be solution focused. How can we move from here? What can we do now? How can we better this? How can we better that? Appreciate and love the people around you. Don't wait until someone dies before you cherish them, before you write long tributes, before you celebrate them. Celebrate them while they are here. Tell them you love them now so that they know. They know. Appreciate people while they are around you. Appreciate them. Remain focused on your environment. Continually scan the environment to harness opportunities. availed to your advantage. Deal proactively with the threats of your survival. Anticipate and provide the needs of the people around you. Anticipate and provide. Plan and meet obligations. This is a recipe for success. That's the recipe for success. You must focus on yourself. Constantly improve and evaluate. Areas of strengths, improve them. Areas of weakness, eliminate them. Areas where you see opportunity, harness them. Areas where you see threats, ameliorate them. Know thyself. Know thyself. Your weaknesses you must know. Your strengths you must know. You must improve constantly and know thyself. Vision is the ability to see or plan into the future. Imagination, imagine or dream. The dream is a distinct or vivid mental image or concept of a desired destination. That is a vision. So you saw it. Have a personal vision in every area of your life. For your Christian life, for your education, for your career, for your marriage, for your children, for your relationships, friends, for your goings, for your comings, for your career. In the next 10 years, what do you see? The next 5 years, what do you see? The next 20 years, what do you see? You need to look at your life area by area and plan ahead. Have a vision for that. The mission. Mission is how to achieve the purpose, how to get to the destination, a journey with a purpose. How do you get to that destination? How do you achieve those aims, those dreams, those goals, those objectives? Where are you now? Where do you want to get to? What are the required resources in time, in finances, in expertise, in energy, in sacrifice, in effort, in other material resources? How do you get there to that destination? That is your mission. So what is HRM? HRM, or Human Resource Management, is a responsibility of those who manage people at work and their relationships within the organization. There is always an employer and employee. An employer is one who engages another person under a contract of employment, whether continuous, part-time, or temporary, or casual basis. And the employee is the one who accepts a contract of employment for an agreed remuneration. Employer-employee relations have been called welfare and personnel management. We used to have a personnel manager in charge of human resource. Then we had industrial relations and trade unionism. Then we have organized labor and employee relations. Today, most institutions talk about human resource department, human resource management, human resource directorate. But people have moved on from human resource management to players. So like a game of football, you would find players. You find a goalkeeper, you find defenders, you would find midfielders, you find strikers, you find wingers. And every one of them has a role to play. So every role is set out as if you are on a playing field. So the organization is looked at as a game of football, for instance. Now they are also looking at talent management, so that if you look at a person like Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, he is a player and his talent is being managed to entertain through the game of football. That is where we are with organizational management, talent management, players. So you could find yourself as a player playing in defense. The solitary aim of the team is to win. So while the defenders are ensuring that our goal area is defended against the onslaught of the opposing team, the strikers are trying to place our ball in the net of the opposing team so that we can win. And that is the new phase of organization. So why should HRM be managed? Because human resource is human capital and it should be managed. It is a resource. It is capital acquired for a specific goal or objective. Human resource must be managed to make certain to make sure that certain goals are met. Ascertain gaps in performance, create avenues for bridging the gaps, improve motivation, and chart a way forward for achievement of organizational goals. Anything that is not measured cannot be controlled, cannot be directed, cannot be managed. And that is how come human resource is being managed so that performance can be evaluated. We have line managers. These are in charge of day-to-day management activities, and they are accountable for the success or failure and have control over staffing, material resources, and productivity. Examples are the shift in charges who are responsible for all that happens during their shift and must document all things as such. We have the Human Resource Director, who would compare to a matron. These help formulate the overall human resource strategy and ensure that human resource policies are created to implement the strategic plans. The policies provide guidelines that define behavior, conduct, and fairness of treatment of all personnel. Responsibilities and rights of employers and employees are upheld. Human resource strives on policies. So we have selection policy, promotion policy, training policy, health and safety policy, condition of employment policy. All these are written out and set out to ensure fairness to all players. Human resource procedures are also measures that implement the policies that are set out. So we have a discipline procedure which would encapsulate oral warning, maybe once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. Then there is a written warning. Then there is suspension sometimes, and it's followed by dismissal and possible appeal for a second chance. But that is the human resource. These are set out to make sure that we have a level playing field and staff are motivated to carry on the business of the organization. Factors that affect human resource management: employees are part of the socio-economic, socio-political economic system, and these impact positively or negatively on organizations, and HRM must be acutely aware of these things. External factors on HRM, that's technology. Technology has come to stay. It keeps marching forward. Telecommunication has redefined communication market, and human resource cannot be oblivious of that. The economy, the legal systems, the political systems, the social demographics, globalization, these impact on human resource. There are specific factors affecting the healthcare or the nursing labor market. More men are entering the nursing field, and the men are preferred to the ladies. Why? They don't have mood swings. They don't have maternity leaves that takes them off the work. They don't have menstrual cycle challenges where they are in ovulation and they are having their period and they are in so much pain. They have so much challenges. Increased mobility of labor. Labor is able to move because thanks to technology, it's from all sorts of places. Increased part-time jobs. Longevity. People are living longer because more and more medications are being found. Then we have technology, computerization and robotics. Then we have telecommunication. They are all affecting the healthcare business. Robotics. Now we have pinhole surgeries where you insert a camera-headed needle into the, say, uterus to remove fibroids. All these are technologies that are enhancing the healthcare and health-giving systems. And HR must be acutely aware. External factors on HRM. We are looking at employees are part of this socioeconomic system, and therefore they reside in the environment. So whatever impacts on the environment impact directly on the staff and impacts on the organization, and HR must be aware of this. If I live in a flooded area and I wake up and there's been 24 hours or 36 hours of continuous torrential rain, tropic rains, it means I cannot get out of my house because the whole place is flooded, and therefore I am stuck in there and I cannot come to work. HR must be aware of the fact that I live in the community, and whatever impact there is on the community, I would have to dance to it. HRM as a profession. To be a professional for the HRM manager, you have to be competent and you have to understand how to handle people, how to do organizational politics, and have a deep understanding of the needs of the organization. To the organization in creating effective and efficient people management system, and not particularly a membership of a body like the law or banking or accounting or medicine or nursing has. So HRM needs to focus internally, look at what it has internal, its systems, its strategies, its structures. It must look internally to ensure people management system complement organizational systems, that the people that they are hiring actually fit into the desires of the organization. HRM must look externally to match HRM techniques to industrial requirements, to see what the competition is doing, to see what opportunities are out there to be harnessed, to see what threats are there, to see what challenges are available. So in HR processing and planning processes, we are to know where we are, where do you want to be, how do we get there, the routes, alternatives, requirements, action and resources, human, material, financial, time, opportunities, challenges, threats, and strengths and weaknesses. In planning, what do we do when there are too many employees in a job area? We stop overtime, we lay temporary staff off, we suspend recruitment, we do not renew contract staff upon the expiry of their contract, we put in voluntary redundancy, redeployment. Redeployment comes because if there are shortages in some area, some department, and there are excesses in another department, those that have excess would be redeployed to areas where they have inadequacy. If that fails, then we are looking at compulsory or voluntary redundancy, where you would have to go, where the company would tell you that you are excess to their requirements and they will not be needing you. Now, this is a strategic selection of persons, succession planning. You target certain people, groom them, train them, mentor them, coach them for future positions in the organization. Should they be vacated from those positions through resignation, through retirement, or death? This ensures seamless continuity and reduction of uncertainties. So if one particular person is absent, if one particular person is not there, that person would be replaced and the business would continue. Now, HRM planning, high turnover. When the staff leave, it's a very, very worrying situation for management. When people leave, especially when management has planned and look at these people for the next 5 years, and the management is always looking at the next 5 years, looking at the next 10 years, and when people suddenly leave, it's a very worrying situation. Unless replacement of staff are available and require little training, we are very worried. We are very worried. Human resource planning, when there is inadequate employees in a particular job role, there you have increased incentives. You increase incentives and remuneration to attract more competent people. Accelerate on the job training program to cover gaps. Job redesigning to afford the use of appropriate technologies. Now, the lessons here is that you know yourself. In summary, you need to know yourself, have a vision, look at the vision of your organization. What do you think human resources are all about? What do you think human resource must be managed? The roles, the policies, the procedures, the way we plan, succession planning, external factors that impact on HRM, excess staff, inadequate staff, and high turnover. My name is Dr. Caroline Akim. This has been a presentation from St. Carol's School of Nursing on Human Resource Management. And I want to say thank you for joining us. We are a private nursing university in Accra. We have vacancies for WASI graduates, and we offer registered general nursing. If you have A1 to C6 and your WASI, you call us and talk to us. I would see you in the next lesson. Stay safe, and thank you very much.